he is very true to me and a very good friend, and I just want to thank you so much for coming out. I'm going to read his bio real quick and we'll get on with the program. Alvin Lindsey is responsible for managing the Department of Health and Human Services, minority serving institutions, community-based organizations, grant tiers to C+, teaching everyone about the RISK Community Coalition, and additional state-funded initiatives geared at increasing the resilience of our students and residents of Middle Georgia against HIV/AIDS, sexual violence, substance abuse, and suicide. His past professional accomplishments includes serving as Director of Community Investment for United Way of Metro Atlanta, Director of Program for the Center for Racial Understanding, Assistant Director of Community Service at Morris Brown College, and private consultant of various agencies throughout Georgia seeking technical assistance in nonprofit startup and border community development. He possesses a Master of Science degree in Social Administration from Case Western Reserve University with a concentration in micro-community development, which he earned as a Congressional Lewis Stokes Fellows. Mr. Alvin K. Lindsey.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, it's my honor to be asked to serve as guest speaker for this most deserving class of Student Support Services participants. I'm going to do my address a little bit differently. I'm going to start it off with what inspires me most, and that would be words. These words have kind of helped me set the stage for where I like to see you go as you truly fulfill your destiny as graduates of this great HBCU. So we're going to start with this poem called Scream. I scream at the world because I'm black. And sometimes that's the only way they'll hear. A silent mumble in the corner only means that I'm near. Yet being black in this world, we must strive to go ahead. For to the jails and to the graves daily are the only things professed that we've led. So if a scream is what is needed for my ideas to be heard, then to the top of my lungs, I'll raise it until they hear each and every word. For my ideas should be counted. Into the woodworks, I fade no more. Yes, out of the silence I have plunged, out of the silence to their front door, where I will bang on hard for justice. Be it morning, be it night, I'll lift my voice till I am heard, and this cursed world is right. To the 2017 spring graduates of the Fort Valley State University, lift your voice until you're heard, and this cursed world is right. This message is given to all. But you know, even W.E. Du Bois knew that only a tenth of you would get it. And he called you talented. So I'm speaking to the talented tenth who understands the magnitude of changing this cursed world. This cursed world where African American women, who only make up 12% of the population, make up 64% of the new diagnosed HIV/AIDS cases. A cursed world where 37% of prison inmates are African American males and females. I'm talking to the talented now, just to you. A cursed world where out of all the ethnic groups, African Americans hold 27.4% of the highest poverty level. Yes, congratulations, talented. You are needed here in this community. You have had 4 years of training to support this community. You know, as I did some research on the class, I realized that I had 14 beautiful, talented young ladies graduating. First of all, give yourselves a round of applause for that. Louder. Remember, we don't have any more time for silent muffled.
That's right.
We have no more time. But that reality made me sad because I asked myself, where were the African American men in this class? Where was that large number? So I'm going to talk to you young ladies for a moment to remind you of who you are. You see, it was no joke, you daughters of Eve, that God chose a rib cage to make you. I was told in some passing fancy that the rib protects the heart. And so it's your place, young ladies, to protect the heart of our families and our communities. God did not make you from the bone of the foot of Adam. He never wanted you to be trampled on, as so many are allowing yourselves to become. But not this talented 10, right?
Right.
Not this talented 10. How then do you, young ladies, project that light that's inside of you? It's really simple. All you have to do is continue to shine. Shine with how you treat each other. Shine with how you treat your family. Shine with how you treat your community. But above all else, shine with how you treat yourself. Remember that there is no testimony without a test. We have no time now for muffled whispers of the woodworks and scream for justice. That's what you've been preparing for here. That's what you left that person behind on the stoop. You didn't walk in without. You're a testimony of strength and achievement, not weakness. Remember that small people talk about. Amen. Medium people talk about things, but great people talk about ideas and concepts, and all I see in this room right now is greatness. That's all I see. So I know it won't be easy, so I'm going to help by calling upon the memory for you. So let's start by calling upon the memory of Harriet Tubman. Just like you. She never left a slave behind who started that journey with her. She never left a person behind who started that route with her. Are you going to leave somebody behind on your journey now? Of course not. Let's talk about Phyllis Wheatley, who defied color lines and became the first woman of color to be published with her poetry. Let's talk about Madam C.J. Walker, who, in spite of being surrounded by white businessmen, became the first black millionaire woman. Let's talk about Coretta Scott King, whose silent beauty led the way to our civil rights triumph. Or Mary McLeod Bethune, for starting a private school for children who look like you and me. And we're continuing that tradition today. As I wrap up, in memory of their leadership and their commitment to service and intelligence, but not intelligence above character, because we all know that intelligence does not bring character. Trials and triumph bring character. So what I'm going to give you guys, my young ladies and young man who's about to graduate with this class, I'm going to give you the proverbial spoon, because none of those women that I named were born with silver spoons. So I'm going to give you a wooden one. I'm going to give you a wooden spoon, because my faith in you and your class tells me that with that wooden spoon, you are not going to only feed yourself, but you are going to feed your community and the world. Congratulations, 2017 Student Support Services graduate. You are needed in this cursed world. Let's make it right.